56 out of 81 provinces are expected to be drenched by moderate to intense rainfall from Super Typhoon Ruby. Around 70.5 million people stand to be affected by this monster storm, the strongest we've seen this year and coming just a year after Super Typhoon Yolanda. Let's get the latest Pag-asa advisory on Ruby. AC Nichols joins us from the Pag-asa headquarters. Go ahead, AC.
Yes, my Typhoon Ruby has maintained its strength as it continues to move west-northwest towards the areas of eastern and northern Samar. Pag-asa's 11 a.m. weather bulletin puts the typhoon at 435 kilometers east of Borongan, eastern Samar. It is moving at a speed of 13 kilometers per hour, slower than its initial speed of about 20 to 25 kph. Typhoon Ruby's expected landfall over eastern and northern Samar area is on Saturday evening. Now, Ruby will bring heavy to intense rainfall and is likely to cause storm surges of up to 4 to 5 meters high in coastal communities. At this time, my storm signals 1 and 2 are already up in areas that will be affected by the typhoon, even though Pag-asa says these areas have yet to experience rainfall at this time. Store signal number 1 is up in the following areas: Catanduanes, Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Burias Island, Romblon, Capiz, Iloilo, Antique, Aklan, Negros Occidental, Negros Oriental, Cebu, Siquijor, Bohol, Surigao del Sur, Agusan del Norte, Surigao del Norte, Dinagat Island, Siargao Island, Misamis Oriental, Agusan del Sur, and Camiguin Island. Meantime, signal number 2 is up in Sorsogon, Ticao Island, Masbate, Northern Samar, Eastern Samar, Biliran, Leyte, Southern Leyte, Northern Cebu, including Cebu City, Bantayan Island, and Camote Island. Pag-asa says signal warnings are put up ahead so that communities expected to be affected are able to prepare and evacuate their homes if necessary. Now, we have with us here is a weather forecaster, Chris Perez, to give us more details on Typhoon Ruby. Chris, sabi ko nga kanina, 13 kph na lang yung speed niya kumpara dun sa initial na 20 to 25 kph. Meron ba itong mga posible na negative effects?
Well, isa pong tinitingnan nating bagay, kung mas mabagal ang pagkilos ng isang weather system, isang bagyo, for this matter, ay posible itong mas mag-boost ng mas maraming ulan sa ilang lugar kumpara sa isang mas mabilis na pagkilos na or isang mabilis na kumikilos na bagyo, no? Pero regardless of the speed ay yun nga, inabisuhan ng Pag-asa ang ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na po sa may bandang Kabisayaan, yung mga storm signals number 2 and 1 na posible pong makaranas ng heavy to intense rains sa pagdaan ng bagyong si Ruby.
Ngayon, sa paglapit ni Ruby, expected ba natin na posible pa siyang lumakas?
Ang nakikita po nating senaryo is ma-maintain na lang yung lakas nito bago po tumama ng kalupaan ng ating bansa, sapagkat aside from Ruby ay meron po tayong umiral na hanging amihan. At itong amihan normally ay hindi po ito favorable sa pag-develop na isang paparating na bagyo sa ating bansa during this particular time of the year, months of November up to February.
Sir, paki-explain lang typhoon pa rin yung category ni Ruby. Pwede bang maging super typhoon?
Well, nung mga nakarang taon ang ginagamit po natin na super typhoon sa around 215 kilometers per hour, no? At sa current lakas nito, umabot nga ng 215, but we are studying the possibility na mas mataas ang kailangan or mas malakas na hangin ang ika-classify natin sa super typhoon. Pero at the moment ang maging focus po sana natin ay yung preparation ng mga kababayan natin, lalong-lalo na po dito sa mga areas may public storm warning signals.
Ngayon sa Metro Manila, sir, hindi naman siya dun sa direct path ni Ruby, pero tatamaan din ba ang Metro Manila?
In terms of mga paulan, posible po makaranas ng mga pag-ulan dito sa Metro Manila beginning Sunday morning dahil bagamat yung estimated or yung sentro ng bagyong si Ruby ay inaasa natin ang tatawarin more on the Visayas and Southern Luzon area, pero yung lawak pong dala nitong ulap at yung mga pag-ulan ay umabot nga po hanggang 700 kilometer ang diameter nito. So kahit nasa gitnang nasa Kabisayaan ng sentro nito, posibleng mahagip tayo ng outer rain band sa tinatawag natin. At the moment, posible pa rin magbago magbago ang mga pagkilos sa direksyon ng bagyong si Ruby. Kaya payo po natin sa ating mga kababayan na magantabay po sa 6-hourly update na ipapalabas ng Pag-asa with regards to Ruby.
And expected na paglabas ng PAR at this time?
Well, inaasahan po natin na possible Wednesday morning ay tuloy na itong lalabas ng ating air responsibility patungo dito sa West Philippine Sea.
Thank you, Sir Chris. Now, there you have it, Mai. That is the latest weather bulletin from Pag-asa. Now, for those keeping track on Typhoon Ruby, as Chris Perez said, they will be giving updates every 6 hours. Now, the next update will be issued or will be released at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Mai?
Thank you, AC. That was AC Nichols reporting live from the Pag-asa Weather Center.